want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Ha, Rakah, Kodash, double honors to our apostles and elders, which rule great millstone wow, and shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. May you endure into the end, shalom, and abad babal. All right, so this is a video that is very good and edifying, and the prophecies being fulfilled. Nuclear conflict is 100% going to happen. It's titled A Chilling Warning from a Wise Old Man About What's Coming, which his name is Joel Kusin, which he's probably a big nose, small hat. All right, but he wrote a book and he explains how the elite have a plan to nuke America. America was always in the plan to be nuked since the Cold War, even before that. He says he explains this is why there was a World War I and a World War II, which was setting up their new world order. But now the Third World War, which is going to be a nuclear war, is in the plans to bring society into the MOTB. You know, that's what he was explaining, that they're going to cause havoc with their devices, all right, which it talks about them being able to call down fire from heaven, which those missiles, and use them to bring the people into subjection into the MOTB, all right, whether it's what he's saying is a military strike on America, on its military cities. You know, that's what he was saying, that you're going to have pretty much a terror attack on your military cities to cripple the military and then holding the world in subjection to the MOTB. All right? But there's a couple things that he hits that are actually straight biblical. You know, a lot of it, what he explains is biblical, but there's a couple parts that explains exactly how America was set up to be nuked, all right? One thing he said was the military's upgrades of nukes were never happening, you know? Nobody really realized it, or even noticed it, or even complained. But all these other countries are testing missiles, modern missiles. And America's nuclear missiles, they're not tested like these other countries, because these other countries are going to shoot those nuclear missiles on America. All right? And let me grab that real quick. Revelation 17. It says, "And there came one of the seven angels which had the seven vials and talked with me." Those seven vials are the judgments of this whore. "Saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore," which is America, "that sitteth upon many waters." It says down in verse 16, "And the 10 horns which thou sawest are the 10 kings of the European Union upon the beast." The beast is EU and NATO, all right? The teeth of the beast is NATO, all right? But the 7 heads is EU. The 10 horns with 10 crowns is the kings of the European Union. "These shall hate the whore," which we're witnessing, right? "And shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire." So they're going to burn this place. This is a straight gangster move. If you ever seen the movie Goodfellas, they explain how the mafia would squeeze businesses. All right? They'd cause you to have financial dependence on them, to where you need to go to them for loans or protection. And then eventually you'd be too deep in the water to swim. So then to bail you out, you would have to go into business with them completely. And in that movie, Goodfellas, they show that restaurant. He goes in agreement with Polly, thinking he's going to, prosper. But Polly, he's taking the goods from the front door, or from the back door. What did he say? Out the front door, out the back. Into, literally it was going in out of one truck in the restaurant and then out the back door into another truck. So there was no prosperity for that business. Okay? And that's America. America does this thing. He'll go into a place, into a country like they're like saviors, these so-called Caucasians, these red devils, all right, offering all this financial help and military protection. But then when they go in your land, they take your resources, they defile your ways, they destroy your land, they fuck you up, they put laws that are, they're not natural laws, they're unnatural, because the Caucasians, the red devils, are the most unnatural beasts on this earth, all right? That's why they destroy the earth. It says, for Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai had put in their hearts to fulfill his will and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast until the words of Yahweh should be fulfilled. Which he even explains this Edomite that they don't have an actual kingdom yet. Their kingdom is going to actually be finished with this Third World War, is what he was explaining. That's in their head. They think they're going to go on forever. They think they're going to prosper forever. But it tells you here that they don't have a kingdom yet. They receive it 1 hour. It says, let's see. Look at that. Surprise attacks. Let's see what that says. See, violent, weak, a grim sign as targeted killings of police rise. This is Seattle. The shooting deaths of 2 Connecticut officers and wounding of a 3rd punctuated an especially violent week for police across the U.S. and fit into a grim pattern, even as more officers left their jobs in the past 2 years. The number targeted and killed rose, which this is biblical. It's only going to get more violent and violent and violent until destruction, man. All right? That's what time we're in. All right? It says, verse 10, and there are 7 kings, 5 are fallen, and 1 is, and the other is not yet come. The one that is not yet come is America, which it came out of those 7 heads. Greece, Rome, France, Britain, Spain, Germana Major, Germana Minor. And when he cometh, he must continue a short space, which is their renaissance from then till now. And the beast that was and is not, which is America, even he is the 8th and is of the 7. So America came out of all those Edomites coming over here from the old countries and building up this new country, America. And goeth into perdition. So it was already created for destruction in the plan, of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. But these red devils, the so-called Caucasians, the elite, all right, they actually have a plan, which obviously they got it from who? Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, which the Lord put it in their hearts. They think it's their own plan. They think they're going to alter the plan to where they go on forever. But in fact, these devils are going right along with the plan. Because just like Haman, all right, in the book of Esther, he was building those gallows thinking he was going to choke the Israelites to death by lynching them. But him and his family ended up in those gallows. So he did exactly as it was planned. But what does the Lord say? It shall fall upon your own head. Obadiah. Obadiah verse 15. For the day of Yahweh is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. See? But upon Mount Zion, talking about the elect brothers that are doing this work, shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them, and devour them. And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for Yahweh has spoken it. So that's what time we're in. All right, we're in the time when the Lord is going to destroy Esau and his house, destroy his kingdom, America, put him in slavery, just like we had to suffer. Remember, we were up on the pedestal at one time. We are those angels that have fallen. We were gods. We are gods, but we die like men now. So Esau, he thinks he's a god now, and he's about to get his feet kicked right out of under him. His kingdom is going to be destroyed right underneath his feet while he burns in it. All right? And what's going to do it? Nuclear missiles. It's been in the plan. Esau's doing exactly what the Lord has commanded him to do.
But without launch on warning, we get decapitated. And so it's incredible. And I'll tell you, I went on Art Bell, and just after that had happened, and I was telling about PDD 60, and he didn't believe me. So I pulled it up on the Arms Control Today website. Now, PDD 60 is Presidential Decision Directive 60. It's still top secret. But because the Washington Post came out and said, oh no, it's all right, don't worry, we can still launch on warning, Arms Control Today, who helped write it, as big disarmament experts that they are, they came out and said, oh no, you can't launch on warning. And so they revealed in an article by Craig Cernillo, November 1997, armscontroltoday.org, it's still in the archives, you can still read it. He said, no, you can't launch on warning. The order says that American missile forces have to absorb the nuclear first strike and then retaliate afterward, as a gesture of goodwill to the Soviet Union that we are not a threat. Now,
there you go. America must suffer nuclear destruction as it is planned. And who's going to do it? Russia. Revelation 13. And I stood upon the sand of the sea, and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns. The European Union and NATO today, which you have the 10 horns, which has 10 crowns, which is the kings of the European Union. And upon his 10 horns and upon his heads, the name of blasphemy, which they're thinking that they're going to do their own will and not the Lord's will. They're talking shit, you know, just like Cain in his rebellious ways. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard. Because you got to remember, what did Cain do? He killed his brother, Esau and Jacob, which Esau is the so-called white man, the red devil, has it in his heart to still kill his brother. So this devil has to be taken out completely. And that's what the Lord's going to do. He's going to use his own weapon that he created, all right, which it was given to him by Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. He was blessed with the sword, all right, and then he was given a great sword. That's going to fall upon their head, all right. They're making the laws to where they're going to destroy their own kingdom. This crazy whore, America, is the bitch that tears down her own house with her own hands. And that's what it produces. The women in America destroy their own homes with their own hands. You know, like Kevin Samuel used to always say, who's filing for divorce? It's the women. Well, that's what this woman, this whore, America, the whore that rides the beast, it's going to get a divorce from the beast. It's going to be destroyed by nuclear missiles. Burnt, because she's a whore, she's a witch, all right? And all these nations are drunk on that witchcraft, on that whoredom of America. It says, and the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, the Greek Alexander, and his feet were like unto a bear. So the beginning of this New World Order started with Alexander the Greek, And it's going to end with Russia nuking America, because that's the plan. It's in the plan. It's in the script from the beginning of time. And the so-called white man is holding right to the script. And so will the elect. All right? And that's why Romans 9:13 is in full effect. It says right here, as it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. All right? Verse 11. For the sons not yet being, it says, for the sons being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai according to election might stand. So the elect of Israel is the ones that the Lord loves. All right? Not of works. Our works are as filthy rags, but of him that calleth. Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai hath called us to do this work, to prophesy the coming of Yahushai, and to witness the destruction and downfall of Esau, the so-called white man, the red devil. It says right here, Malachi 1, verse 3, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Talking about the Dark Ages. He tore down Esau's kingdom and set up Jake. All right, but he brought Esau back out of the caves to take over because Jake was still wicked. All right, Jake was in Islam. They were still holding on to even the gods of Egypt still in the Dark Ages. So the Lord brought Esau back out to punish us. But now that we're standing on our feet, calling upon Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai, he's going to deliver us. It says, whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. That's what they did. All right, they came out and did the Renaissance. They've done this multiple times, actually. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. And what happens? Just like in Florida, they just, Florida was just destroyed, parts of Florida. And when they come out with the speech of, we shall return, we shall rebuild bigger. This is an opportunity to build what we had in plan anyway. So they're very blasphemous. It says the border of wickedness. The so-called white man is the border of wickedness. This is why he has to be made extinct, for the world to have peace. The people against whom Yahweh had indignation forever. So this is the end of the so-called white man. And your eyes shall see, and ye shall say, Yahweh will be magnified from the border of Israel, which the Israelites are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, which have been scattered throughout the world in slavery. And with that, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai, B'Shem HaRekakadash, double honors to our apostles and elders, which rule Great Millstone well, and Shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. May you endure into the end. Shalom and Abba Babal.